Hi, this is Kerry Artak with Wicked Stocks, bringing you your daily Tesla report for Monday, August 17th, 2026. Let's take a look at the chart. Start with the weekly chart. It was the settlement a month ago below this 380.39 rising channel bottom that shifted our focus from stable to bullish through the rest of the year to weak through the rest of the year. Anticipating ultimately the 228.05 horizontal channel bottom, I think is still a realistic objective. Now, this rally we've seen for the last few weeks has been essentially expected. This is a counter trend rally stemming off the testing of the low 290 support from a few weeks ago. We'd mentioned how this descending channel bottom in combination with the wave count at 291.81 A minus B, that distance subtracted from C, it's really the same as the channel, but a more static version. 291.81, 294.08, still able to contain selling through August into September, and above which we may see a counter trend move up to 380.39, where a sell opportunity would present not only on a weekly basis, but even on a monthly basis. We can fall away from here for the rest of the year, perhaps, falling back to the 228.05 objective that remains in effect below 380.39. Now, on the way up last Friday, we did test this 2 to 3 week target that we'd mapped out following the testing of the low 290s or the 290s support. 346.93 is a formation that can contain buying for the week and quite possibly through the rest of August. So, we'd mentioned how if you were to go long on the 290s a few weeks ago, you could hold out for this particular formation as a profit-taking area. You could also consider playing the short side. So maybe you are short now, anticipating bearish rotation over the next few weeks back into the 290s. I think that is a legitimate play. We've been talking about that. Now, one of the indications for bearish continuation on a more decisive basis rather than just testing resistance would be closing below near-term support now at 330.66. And so we could trade inside of this wedge now for the next couple of days. 330.66, a solid day tradable support. 346.93 is a solid weekly resistance that may contain buying through August, and we could fall away, and that falling away factor would present with the settlement below 330.66. So if you're not short now and you're looking to go short, I think your next move could be on weakness below 330.66. And then we would anticipate within a day or two 317.96, which is a 5/8 downside Fibonacci over the last 3 weeks. But ultimately, I think the 290s in play again. If we close below 330.66, you've got kind of a 1 to 2 week sell-off that is likely to play off into this 291.81 to 294.08 area, where once again, if you were short over the 2 to 3 week time frame, you could cover in the 290s on a near-term basis. But keep in mind, we are ultimately anticipating the 228.05 formation as a longer-term objective, and if we close below 291.81 at the end of any week, or even any day, really, I think that is sign enough to at least exit a long position with a daily settlement below 291.81. And I do think over the following month or two, we reach that 228.05 target where we could bottom out through the rest of the year, possibly well into next. Let's cover the upside a little bit here. Talk about this 346.93 descending channel bottom. If we happen to push through or open above that level, we could, with present volatility, see that 364.02 April low of this year. That could be it for the day, but I do think if we close above 346.93, that is an indication over the next week or two, probably by the end of the next week, of testing 380.39, which is where we started the video with the settlement below that structure. So if we do close, and I'm going to just point to it here on the far right, above that 346.93 level, 380.39, a 1 to 2 week target that can contain buying through the rest of the year. I'll give you a bit of a heads up as to what we're looking at going forward. 380.39, if you're looking at the long term, is really the beginning of a narrowing range up to 418.52. Now, I don't want to throw a bunch of these numbers at you because they're really irrelevant for Monday, but going forward as we move through the month of September, you have the descending channel top, the bottom of which we tested, as you recall, 3 or 4 weeks ago in the 290s. And so the top of that structure is 418.52 and dropping. And in October, the week of October 12th, they converge entirely. and I think it's in the 390. So this is a narrowing zone of significant resistance that could contain buying for the rest of the year, and we can fall away again from there. It really would be a settlement above this descending channel top, which is not going to happen anytime soon. That would tell us that we need to go long term into the 550s, 540s, 550s. I know we've got a long-term resistance up there. I just don't think we show it. No, we really don't. I'll also say one more thing about 228.05. If we do test it, and I do consider it a 1 to 2 month target with a settlement below 291.81, 228.05 is that kind of a support that is the beginning of a range of significant long-term 6-year channel support that may well contain selling through the rest of the decade. So if you're looking for a buy opportunity in Tesla, investment grade, if you will, where you're holding it and just putting it away, don't forget about the upper 220s to upper 180s. This is your zone to buy into long-term, ultra long-term. Anyway, I think that pretty much rounds it out. Please click like, share, subscribe. Check out wickedstocks.com. Wickedstocks.com, we put out a daily Triple Q, daily SPY, daily NVIDIA analysis, 2 individual stock picks a week. So, we offer a 2-week trial. You can go there, check us out. I will be back, of course, tomorrow with Tuesday's Tesla report, and you have a great day.
If you're finding value in this analysis, it's only a glimpse of what we offer. Your real trading edge starts at wickedstocks.com. Each week, premium members receive 2 high-probability stock picks. Each one comes with a complete trade plan, including exact entry, profit target, stop loss, and regular updates so you can manage the trade with confidence. You'll also get daily video analysis in the top traded markets, the SPY, the Triple Q, and NVIDIA, highlighting the key price levels, trends, and trade setups we're focused on. Whether you're day trading or swing trading, these insights help you zero in on the highest quality opportunities with clarity.
Start your 2-week free trial and trade with clarity from day one.